Hi, this is Szara from Szara Dental Lab. In this video, I'm going to show you a different technique that I just learned recently on how to make a different style of marble retainers. In this type of, I already made a video that you can check out on how to make a marble retainer by mixing white with your primary color. This time I'm going to add some black into it and instead of using a clear monomer with the colored polymer, I'm going to actually use a little bit of both, a dark color monomer and clear monomer. What's going to be interesting about this video is I'm going to do a sample A and a sample B. The first sample I tried one technique, in sample B I tried a different technique, and sample B came out a lot better. So I learned from my mistakes in sample A. One of the best things about being an orthodontic technician is being able to be creative and mix colors and try different things. So, like I said, learn from my mistakes and just don't watch the first part of this video, because you might miss something that you wouldn't see in the second part of the video. Again, what I'm doing is I'm adding a liquid red monomer to the pattern to try to be able to pull those colors through. And then I use clear because if I just use too much red, all the white would become pink. In this video, the colors that I'm primarily using are a dark red polymer, white polymer, and black polymer to make the marble effect, and I'm pulling the colors through. But if you let it run too much and add too much monomer, you get a big mess. If you add too little, it's too dry and you can't pull the colors through. So it's a little bit of a technique, a learning curve. And what's cool about it is you're using your creative side, and it's up to you on what you want the colors to look like. I freeze the colors by using a clear polymer. When I'm placing the colors, I'm just doing it at random. There's no rhyme or reason why I'm adding it. I just need to separate the colors so I can drag them through. Typically, if you put two primary colors right next to each other, it's going to just make the retainer really dark. And I will freeze the monomer and polymer from slumping. What I like to do is I like to add a clear coat over the top just to make it even. So I know that if anything was slumping, it's going to be even, so when I go to make a retainer, it's not one side thicker than the other. All the acrylic is even. I'd rather trim it off than not have it there. So this is the final product. You can see it came out pretty nice, but I personally didn't like it because the red was way too dark and black, and the purple became too black because I just added too much liquid of the colored monomer. So all in all, it was okay, but try again. Now this is the second sample. This is what I was telling you where I learned from my mistakes. This time I'm going to try something different. I'm going to follow the same pattern by adding colored polymers and making the marble mix. But this time I'm going to do something different, and you'll learn from my mistakes in the first time. And you'll see what it looks like in the second time. And if you cut the video short, you're not going to see this, so kudos for you for actually watching. That stayed with the video. I used an eyedropper and just put a little dabs on each one, as you can see. This time I'm not like blasting it with the dark color, and just enough of the dark monomer is enough to drag through. So I will finish it with clearer monomer. And now I'll start my pattern by just dragging those colors through and making a swirl design of some sort. And it's random. There's nothing that's unique about it. It's just making a random marble mix. And when I find the right color mix, then I'm going to go ahead and freeze it with the clear polymer. And it's really important because if you just let it, it'll just it'll just be so slumpy and run, and your colors will look terrible. So you have to freeze it when you see something you like. I'm going to do the exact same thing with the red, white, and black. But this time I'm going to use less monomer, the exact same thing. And I'm going to do the exact same thing on the purple. When I drag the colors through, they're not as aggressive, it's not as black. Another quick note when you're watching these videos, working with monomer and polymer, is you need to work fast. To me, on watching the video, I'm actually doing the narration after, and it seems very slow, but it's actually pretty fast. If you work slow, everything's going to slump and set up funny. So you need to work fast. Like I said, you're going to find the right pattern, and you need to freeze it. Don't let it keep slumping. And if you need to, tilt the model and let gravity move it around. But once you find the right pattern, freeze it. And then you're good. You can move on to the next one. And this particular, I can move on to the next color. So it's completely different from the first time I did it. I added so much of the colored monomer that everything just bled black. This time I'm getting some more vibrant colors by adding a little bit of the colored monomer and using clear monomer. And this is the final product. I like this pattern so much better by just trying different techniques. The black, as you see, isn't so overpowering. What I would do different, maybe add a little bit less black, maybe a little bit more, maybe try different colors. Teal would look really cool. But there's the comparison. One's so much more blacker and darker, and the other one came out more of the marble mix that I was looking for. So good luck. Trial and error, and go for it. It's awesome. Hey, press the click here button and you'll be able to subscribe to my channel directly and follow my free orthodontic lab videos. Or check out some of my other links. You can press on each of the buttons and you'll be directed to more orthodontic videos. Thanks for watching and see you soon.